Welcome back, legends. In this week's episode, we continue on the Canning stock route from well 35. If you didn't see the previous video, this is a continuation of 10 guys, well, 9 guys now, trying to battle one of Australia's most remote and challenging four-wheel drive tracks, the Canning stock route, or otherwise known as the CSR. We start hitting the northern parts of the track, and after stopping for supplies at Kanawagi community, this sees us start to tackle the worst corrugation I have ever witnessed in my life. If you're precious about your vehicle, you better stay at home. This episode will see us go all the way through to well 51 before turning onto the Tanami Road and travelling all the way through to Halls Creek. Follow along as we continue this bucket list track and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more epic adventures. Day 8 starts the same as it always does. A quick breakfast over the fire, pack up the trailer, and of course do some maintenance and repairs. We are starting at well 35 today and head north. The terrain in the morning was soft red sand, which is perfect for my bike, before the ever-changing landscapes does it again to rocky terrain and stunning outcrops. After spending the morning doing some fun little bunny hops over what felt like never-ending sand dunes, we find a rock cave where we saw Aboriginal artwork and evidence of tool sharpening. This was a perfect spot to chill for lunch, rehydrate and get a bit of shade from the harsh midday sun. The days were averaging around 45 degrees Celsius. Nice little cave.
Yeah.
It's a bit cooler in here than out there too. She's a warm one. After lunch, we kept motoring through to well 36, which was in ruins, even though the birds didn't seem to mind. Next stop, well 37, where we can finally have a wash and cool down before making camp just off the track near well 39. Well, while I'm up here at this mountain and catch my breath from walking up here, it's thought I'd do my day 8 check-in. So not a lot of riding today, only about 117 k's, but yeah, real boggy sand and a lot of corrugation. And I think all the boys were a bit buggered today. It's starting to take its toll. As we know, Jezza left yesterday. He'd had enough. But yeah, it's hard work, that's for sure. It's not an easy task, but so far clutch is still just holding together. What incidences today? Like, we saw some caves, and so we went walking for some Aboriginal art, but we couldn't find where it says it on HEMA maps, but we couldn't find it. But we saw, I'll show you some photos of the cave, but yeah, very nice. So I think we're 12 k's from well 39. But apparently the back end of the trip you start doing a lot more Ks because we go over salt flats and things like that, so we'll start making up a fair bit of time very soon. But yeah, it's unbelievable. The track just changes from soft sand to corrugation to rocks and then back to sand, going over dunes and all the rest of it. Had the pleasure of riding up behind the cars yeah, just after we'd stopped, and we sent them on their way early, and this little dingo was chasing the back of the support vehicles, which was kind of cool, seeing it running along. But yeah, Declan came off his two-wheeler today. He also broke a sprocket on his wheel, so he's in a bit of pain at the moment. But yeah, he was just trying to go too fast. But beautiful meals of spit roast and bacon and eggs for breakfast, so we're getting quite spoiled. But unbelievable adventure. But yeah, I don't think my body could handle doing it again. But but missing my family. Yeah, on to another day tomorrow, so hopefully we can start popping out some miles. But the countdown in my head has started to see my family. Oh, absolutely is forever. Campground down there tonight. We're just trying to find a cave or any sort of Aboriginal painting. But day 9, and let the fun continue. We visit Tobin's grave. With his death still a bit of a mystery, it's definitely worth the detour to read the stories. Some people say he was speared by a Makatutu man after a deal was struck for him to take one of his wives in trade. However, he ended up taking 2, which caused his death by spear. Other accounts suggest that he took something of cultural significance from the area. In the end, who knows, but it's a kindly reminder of the sad history of the route covered in violent conflicts. As the midday sun rises, we find ourselves crossing over Gully Lake, which was a heap of fun with the ease of riding and the lack of obstacles we could crash into. We also find a small gorge to take some time off the track and explore. Okay, worked out I stuffed up the last 2 days of what days it was. So it gets a bit confusing. It's almost Groundhog Day out here. Same thing every day. But day 10 today. Boys are out getting firewood. Another stunning evening. We're at well 44. Just starting to once again unpack. Looks just looking through the HEMA maps, it looks like we're going to probably be another 2 days instead of hoping that today would be the second last day, tomorrow the last day. But it seems like that's not going to be the case, because it'll take us into about 200 k's tomorrow, and the fatigue is definitely set in. Today, really struggled this morning. I don't know if I told you or not, but yesterday afternoon, because you're constantly getting hit by branches and bushes on the side. So I have my radio strapped onto the camelback and a stick. Well, lucky for me, otherwise I would have been speared by the bloody stick. But smashed straight into the radio and really did some damage to my rib cage. So there's nothing externally, it's just internal bruising, I think. But yeah, that with a lot of the fatigue that's started to set in. But after 10 days of riding, it's not unexpected. I'm actually pretty pleased with the fact that I haven't been as tired or sore as Yeah, with all the riding that we've been doing. Today was a lot better, even though very fatigued. It was a lot higher speed and the cars were able to keep up, so we didn't have a lot of waiting. But it was, yeah, last section of the day was fantastic. It was about 45 k's of just dead straight line up and over dunes, and so it was a lot of fun. Got a bit of air time on the bike. Yeah, just plot along at 60, 70 k's and hit the hills. So that was really good fun. The second half, the first half of the day, yeah, the fatigue was just doing me over, and this rib really hurting. Like, even I just can't even. I had to get Gary to do up my left boot this morning because I couldn't even do my boot up. So fingers crossed overnight that will get a little bit better, considering now we've got 2 days of more riding. So we'll try and get to well 49. Apart from that, all the cars are holding up, and a shower would be nice. So I can't wait for Broom to have a shower and actually get cleaned. Probably looks like I'm tanned, but it's not. It's just dirt. But yeah, apart from that, there's nothing really to report. Bike's still going strong. I'll do another oil change tonight. Greg getting firewood. Oh man, it's just tough being away, but also one hell of an adventure as well. So anyway, until tomorrow, yeah. Day 10, and what a day to forget. The one piece of equipment we didn't want to go down went down, and went down in a big way. I was starting to think we were never going to get off this track. The day started nice enough, with some fresh wells that had definitely flourished from the massive flooding they'd had a couple of years ago. We passed over some small lakes, some amazing rocky outcrops, and then the wind picked up and it all went to crap, before finishing with a beautiful sunrise. This is why you do not take this track for granted. We are so close to the finish line, but still miles away from anywhere. It's what we're going through, day by day. Oh, a bit of a scrapage. Day 11. Normally say done and dusted, but we are far from done and dusted today. We've only just made it now. Well, I've just made it. I've probably got another hour or so now to wait for the guys, but look at the sunset. I'm right on the corner. I just drove into 47. It's another probably 10 k's in and 10 k's out. But yeah, what a day. So well 47, we've got to really get it at least to well 49 tonight. The trials and tribulations started. We're so close to the finish line, and yeah, it's all gone downhill. So this morning, we're going into well, what was it? Going to well 45. All's going well. As normal, I'm out the front, and Gary was behind me, and he's radioed over to me, Brandon. I'm like, oh shit, what's happened? Can you come back and help me lift my bike up? I'm so stupid I didn't get to take a photo, but so yeah, I had to ride back another 6 odd k's to help him lift his bike up. So that's the second rollover he's had now, and first one was on his left side, this one's on his right side. So he was really hoping just to put the bike up on the trailer and be done with it. So I said, okay, yeah, good idea, let's just get to the next well, which was 46, and say we'll put your bike up on the trailer then. I've got some Panadol and Nurofen on me, so we'll get that into you, and you can just have a bit of a lay down. Well, did we not know that that was what, 10:45 I got to that well. So get a call about hour later, Greg on the radio, the support vehicles, the trailer had completely busted the springs on the rear axle. So pretty much at the end of the day, we had to spend 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many hours. It was a very long time, and being the hottest part of the day was exhausting, unloading all 3 full drives, the whole entire trailer, all the fuel containers, putting every bit of weight distribution forward and into the vehicles, dropping out the rear axle, and we had no choice. We had to leave it. We don't have the luxury of being able to carry any more weight on that trailer. So literally, if a bike goes down from here on, there's a good chance it'll be left on the side of the road as well. Yeah, because that trailer can't carry any weight now. We're not even going to be able to take it into Broome. So now the plan is to, and I think that was the hump that broke the camel's back for everyone. Everyone's just like, now, we're already to the point where let's just get this over and done with, and that's why we're hoping to push through to 49.50 tonight. But, well, we're still going to have to, because there's so much more riding to do tomorrow. But yeah, after having to do that, everyone's just like, yeah, we're done. Let's get off this bloody track. So yeah, good fun, but yeah, these last couple of days are taking its toll, not on just us, but all the equipment, everything. My beast is still holding up strong, knock on wood. Still just the clutch, but apart from that, yeah, it's going really, really well. But yeah, I just want to get home to my family, go home to my lovely Emily and my boys, and my toilet and shower. I miss you guys so much. It's been a tough day today. Yeah, and we'll see when it's over. Yeah, all the bikes have got lights on it, so, and it's probably better to ride at night where it's a bit cooler. So then if something does happen again, we're not in the middle of I think old John was saying it was 38 degrees in the shade while we were trying to do all that. So it was hot. Lucky we got plenty of water. But yeah, it was quite the day. Yeah, just exhausted. Day 11, and after camping on the corner of the entrance to well 47, because none of us could have possibly gone any further the night before, we were in for a day of more challenges. But determination to get to the finish line at well 51 was strong. The trailer support vehicle, down to one axle, left camp early at 3:30 due to it not being able to get above 10 kilometres an hour in fear of losing its last axle, and at least getting a good head start on the bikes. The ride started smoothly, with our first stop being Braden's Lookout, a stunning hilltop vantage point where we took the opportunity to take some photos and have some refreshments. With a big day of riding ahead of us and excitement for the final finish line, little did we know that the CSR was not finished throwing surprises at us just yet. This track has it all. The remainder left over of this fire, spewing out everywhere. Alright, let's see what happens. Finally caught up with Greg. Fire's like right there now. I feel like the wind's in my back, but yeah, it only looks about 500 metres away, but I don't think there's much more for it to burn. So we should be alright. We can scoot around it anyway. Well, arrived just a little bit ago after some water and just a bit of a breather. Finally finished. Here it is. Well 51 in ruins, but not that I was aware of. You actually enter a working station. So coming in the last probably, I don't know, 3-4 Ks, you've got to go through a bunch of gates, and there's cows and everything everywhere. So they've obviously put this dam in knowing that there's water here, obviously, because the Aboriginals found it many moons ago. But well, what can I say? And is there any water in the dam? No, it's beyond. I would have literally sat in it. What to say? What a adventure, challenge, marathon of a 12 days it's actually worked out to be. So hoping to do it in 10 days, that was the goal, but 12 days, we literally lost most of yesterday to the trailer, and now it's in limp mode, so I'm going to be sitting here for hours by the time they get here, because they can't go over 10 k's an hour. So yeah, what is that, 1795 k's to well 51. Probably still got another 300 k's to ride into Halls Creek. Probably actually a little bit more, because we're going out to the crater on the way through. So yeah, we'll definitely be over 2,000 k's in 13 days by the time I'm done. Surprising enough, the body's held up pretty well. Biggest problem is my rib. I bruised a rib a couple of days ago. Still not getting any better. The track just changes from dunes to soft sand to hard sand to rocks and the corrugation doesn't stop. And just in that last section, they threw in some corrugation and real sharp rocks. But the whole time the track is so overgrown, you're just constantly getting smacked and smacked and smacked. And yeah, so a couple of days ago, one of them got me a real ripper. I think if I was doing it again, I'd probably wear a chest and arm plate, just purely because there's 3 or 4 that I've seen that literally sticking out, like ready to pulverize you. I know a lot of cars and stuff will travel through and break them off periodically, but it was through the whole 12 days today. There would have been 3 or 4 that could cause serious damage. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to stop the bike, turn around, go saw it off and all the rest of it. But when you're going at averaging around say 50-60 k's, it's not quite that easy. But fantastic to see the end of it. Unfortunately, I do know what's to come. So we go from here. Once the cars come this afternoon, we'll get as close as we can to Bellaluna, Aboriginal camp, where it's got water, phone reception, and a general store and fuel. So we'll get there as far as we can, but we've got to wait for this trailer now. It's really taking a long time. So that last run I did was 43 k's. So yeah, they won't be here they'll take him 3 hours. Probably took me under an hour. So 2 hours probably wait time. But then we'll get set camp. But and then, well, because of the situation with the trailer, there'll be no riding on the beach in Broome, because the trailer with all the bikes and everything we can unload onto the trailer will be dropped at a transport depot. Greg's going to start calling some people, and and transport it home, because we won't be able to transport. It's already way overloaded even now without the bikes on it, so let alone putting bikes on it. But yeah, hell of an adventure. Probably download a hell of a lot more songs, because I was pretty much about 6 days in, was well and truly tired of my playlist, but listening to something's better than nothing. But all in all, yeah, hell of a trip. Now I guess the question is, would I do it again? Look, I probably wouldn't on bike. Yeah, I'm probably at the age where this is one of the last hurrahs, and especially that sort of a hurrah for me. But I could definitely see Emily and me being the support vehicle for the two boys, riding dirt bikes through there. I reckon that'd be a really, really good, fun family adventure. Yeah, later on, once they're a bit older, yeah, support vehicle, and we have all the luxuries of inside the car, and without the and without pulling a trailer. It's, yeah, people say not to take trailers, but you have no choice when you've got what, 9 blokes and 6 motorbikes with all the fuel and supplies and everything we had to bring. We had really no choice. So we've we'll knock on wood that, yeah, we will at least see the trailer through to Halls Creek. Yeah, but yeah, apart from that, look, anyone wanting to do it, it's one hell of a challenge. Yeah, this track just ruins things. It ruins people, ruins your soul, it ruins cars, trailers. Yeah, I don't know how many repairs we've done. The corrugation, yeah, that bolt box that I bought at the last minute has been a saving grace. I think every car and every bike has used it, and the trailer, on at least one occasion. That corrugation just rattles bolts out constantly. So yeah, I highly recommend it, but maybe a little earlier on in the year where it's not quite so hot. But beautiful country, and forever changing. And even a couple of the boys that did it last time, yeah, there was it's changed a lot since they came. And we did see it yesterday at well 47, like there was flood lines up to about there. So I guess when all that flooding happened a couple of years ago, the ground got a good saturation, and that's why we're seeing a lot more growth even at this time of the year. But yeah, the fires today were interesting. So yeah, just there's a lot of idiots out there that just don't put out fires. We saw one at, I think it was well 30, where guys hadn't put out their fire properly, and it had set fire to the whole entire surrounding area. And so there was, well, now no shade because those trees are burnt down. So, but no, all in all, hell of a trip. Has been discussions of what's next, but we'll see, and I'll talk to my darling Emily. But yeah, awesome trip, and so glad I did it. But I'm so glad it's over. Yeah, I'm done with this track. Anyway, too easy. Well, I'll speak to everyone later. Well, legends, that's a wrap on the CSR. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next adventure. I can't reveal just yet what it is, but I can announce it's booked and paid for and happening late October 2025. This one you will not want to miss. A massive thanks to my cousin Greg for organising the trip and pretty much being the master of all repairs. A huge thank you to my partner Emily and my boys for allowing me to go on the trip and entrusting in me that I wouldn't kill myself. Until next episode, stay safe.